यो प्रेस ब्रिफिङमा यहाँहरू सबैलाई स्वागत छ। मेरो अहिले धेरै भन्नुपर्ने कुरा खासै केही छैन। मैले यो माइक चाहिँ माननीय परराष्ट्र मन्त्रीज्यूलाई हस्तान्तरण गर्दछु। Dear friends from the media, I welcome you all in this media briefing. I do not have much to say with you today. I straightly hand over this mic to the Honorable Foreign Minister. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bharatji. Mr. Secretary, dear colleagues from media, I welcome you all to this press briefing. I am here today to share with you the outcome of the 4th BIMSTEC Summit. I used to inform you that the 4th BIMSTEC Summit successfully concluded today, just before. As you all know, this summit is the major international event Nepal hosted after the promulgation of the Constitution and after the formation of the present government. We had a little time to prepare all aspects of the summit with the cooperation of the people of Nepal, political parties, federal, provincial and local governments, civil servants, security personnel, private sector, media and civil society. We have been able to successfully conclude it. On behalf of the government and people of Nepal, the Right Honorable Prime Minister has extended sincere thanks to all of them for the cooperation and understanding. The summit appreciated Nepal for the chairmanship of BIMSTEC from March 2014 and welcomed Sri Lanka as the new chair of the BIMSTEC. The BIMSTEC leaders also appreciated the government of Nepal for the hospitality and the arrangements made for the summit in such a short span of time for preparation. The summit deliberated on the existing status of cooperation and took a number of decisions to move the regional process forward. I understand you have gone through the summit declaration. The meeting was preceded by the 16th BIMSTEC Ministerial Summit meeting. The summit was held under the theme of Towards a Peaceful, Prosperous and Sustainable Bay of Bengal region. The summit was attended by the heads of state and governments of the BIMSTEC. The summit reaffirmed its commitment to the principles and the purposes of the BIMSTEC as enshrined in the 1997 Bangkok Declaration and take forward cooperation on the basis of the principles of sovereign equality, territorial integrity, political independence, non-interference in internal affairs, peaceful coexistence, and mutual benefit. The summit realized eradication of poverty as the greatest regional challenge to the development and expressed commitment to work together for the implementation of the Agenda 2030 of the Sustainable Development. The summit emphasized the multidimensional connectivity, trade, and investment as a key enabler to economic integration and a major contributing factor for economic and social development. The summit recognized special needs and circumstances of the least developed and landlocked developing countries in the region and underlined the necessity to provide meaningful support to their development process. The summit expressed commitment to making BIMSTEC a dynamic, more effective and result-oriented organization. They resolved to leverage on BIMSTEC's unique position as a bridge linking South and Southeast Asia and make it an effective platform to promote peace, prosperity, and sustainability. The summit called for a fair, just, rule-based, equitable, and transparent international order and reaffirmed its faith in multilateralism with the United Nations at the center and the rule-based international trading order. The summit terrorism in all its forms in combating terrorism, including preventing financing of terrorist and terrorist actions, blocking recruitment and cross-border movement of terrorists, and countering misuse of internet to purpose of terrorism and dismantling terrorist safe havens. The summit reaffirmed its faith in principles and purposes of the Charter of the United Nations and pledged to strengthen the multilateral system by reforming its rules, institutions, and instruments to make it relevant to the present time. The summit reviewed the works and progress of the organization made since third summit held in Naypyidaw, Myanmar in 2014. Let me little bit brief about the suggestions and the decisions about the institutional reform took by the summit. For the institutional reform, the summit decided to establish a BIMSTEC permanent working group to deal with administrative and financial matters of the Secretariat and the BIMSTEC centers and entities. The summit also decided to prepare a draft of the Charter for the organization, defining a long-term vision and priorities of the cooperation. This draft will be considered by the BIMSTEC Permanent Working Committee for its adoption by the 5th summit. The summit also agreed to develop the rules of procedures for the BIMSTEC mechanisms. The summit directed to explore the possibility of establishing a BIMSTEC development fund with voluntary contribution from the member states. The summit agreed to enhance the institutional capacity of the BIMSTEC Secretariat through financial and human resources to enable it to initiate projects and programs. It also agreed to raise the numbers of directors to 7, one from each member state in a staggered manner. The summit recognized the need to review, restructure, and rationalize the existing areas of cooperation and streamlining the activities. The matter will be taken up by the BIMSTEC Permanent Working Group. In poverty alleviation, the summit expressed commitment to the eradication of the poverty in the Bay of Bengal region by 2030, in the line with 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. In the context of connectivity, the leaders of BIMSTEC countries resolved to establish multimodal transportation linkages and smooth, synchronized, and simplified transit facilities through the development, expansion, and modernization of highways, railways, waterways, sea routes, airways, among others in the region. The summit directed to conclude the BIMSTEC Coastal Shipping Agreement and the BIMSTEC Motor Vehicle Agreement as early as possible. It also called for the early adoption of BIMSTEC Master Plan on Transport Connectivity and assigned the BIMSTEC Transport Connectivity Working Group to work out the modalities of its implementation. The summit decided to establish a working group on information and communication technology to provide more affordable and high-speed internet and mobile access to the peoples of the region. In trade and investment, the summit renewed its commitment to an early conclusion of BIMSTEC Free Trade Area FTA negotiation. The leaders expressed satisfaction on the progress of negotiation on the agreement on trade in goods and agreement on custom cooperations. The leaders agreed to revitalize the activities of BIMSTEC Business Forum and BIMSTEC Economic Forum. They also agreed to assign the expert group on BIMSTEC visa matters to continue negotiation for finalizing the modalities for the BIMSTEC visa facilitation. The summit called upon the member states for early ratification of the Convention on Mutual Legal Assistance in Criminal Matters, expressed satisfaction that a large majority of member states have ratified the BIMSTEC Convention on Cooperation on Combating International Terrorism, Transnational Organized Crime, and Illicit Drug Trafficking, expressed determination to strengthen cooperation among the law enforcement, intelligence, and security agencies, and decide to hold meetings at the level of BIMSTEC home ministers as part of the promoting cooperation and coordination on counter-terrorism and transnational organized crimes. In environmental and disaster management sector, the summit decided to establish an intergovernment expert group to develop plan of action to improve preparedness and coordination for responding the natural disasters. In climate change, the summit reaffirmed commitments to operationalize the Paris Agreement in accordance with principle of common but differentiated responsibilities and respective capabilities. The leaders expressed serious concerns over environmental degradation, adverse impact of climate change, and global warming on the fragile Himalayan and mountain ecosystems and their interlinkages with the Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. Decided to explore the possibility to establish an intergovernmental expert group to develop a plan of action for collective response to climate change for the region. In energy sector, the summit agreed to expedite efforts to develop a comprehensive plan for energy cooperation. It decided to continue an intergovernmental group of experts to enhance energy cooperation, including in hydropower and other resources of renewable energy. The summit also welcomed the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding on BIMSTEC grid interconnection. The leaders called for an early operationalization of the BIMSTEC Energy Center to strengthen energy cooperation in the region. In technology sector, the leaders agreed to enhance cooperation in technologies, including for micro, small, and medium enterprises. We welcome the progress towards signing the Memorandum of Association on the establishment of BIMSTEC Technology Transfer Facility in Sri Lanka. They also agreed to focus cooperation in human resources development and education for the advancement of the technology in the region. In agriculture, the summit decided to deepen cooperation in agriculture and allied sectors, including crops, livestock and horticulture, farm machinery, and harvest management. Agreed to task authorities to attain food and nutritional security and preserve and promote knowledge about the traditional farming. The leaders agreed to deepen cooperation in fisheries to ensure food security and assign relevant national agencies to explore how the landlocked member states can benefit from the inland fisheries. Public health, the summit agreed to expand cooperation to address non-communicable diseases as well as transnational public health issues such as HIV and AIDS, malaria, dengue, tuberculosis, viral influenza, including avian and swine influenza, and other emerging public health threats. People-to-people contacts, the leaders resolved to promote people-to-people contacts at various levels, noted the activities of the BIMSTEC network of policy think tanks, and directed the relevant agencies to finalize the terms and reference of BIMSTEC network of public think tanks. The summit agreed to explore possibility of establishing appropriate BIMSTEC forums for parliamentarians, universities, academia, research institutes, cultural organizations, and media community to expand the scope of people-to-people contacts. In cultural cooperation, the summit underlined the importance of Buddhism as a connecting thread in the region and expressed commitment to giving a clear manifestation to this by establishing a Buddhist circuit. The summit also agreed to hold meetings of BIMSTEC cultural ministers and BIMSTEC cultural festival at regular intervals. In tourism, the summit agreed to take concrete steps to promote intra-BIMSTEC tourism. The leaders also agreed to assign relevant authorities to devise tourism strategies and agreed to take concrete measures to facilitate tourism by ensuring safety and security of tourists and smooth transport connectivity. the leaders reaffirmed commitment to developing and promoting Buddhist tourist circuit, temple tourist circuit, ancient cities trail, ecotourism, and medical tourism. The summit welcomed the offer of Nepal to host a BIMSTEC tourism conclave in Nepal in 2020, coinciding with the Visit Nepal year 2020. In mountain economy, the summit underlined the need of concrete efforts to ensure the conservation of mountain ecosystems, including their biodiversity, in order to support sustainable development. The leaders welcomed the concept note on promoting mountain economies in BIMSTEC countries developed by Nepal and decided to establish an intergovernmental expert group to develop an action plan. The summit agreed to cooperate in blue economy sector in the region, and they decided to establish an intergovernmental expert group to develop an action plan on blue economy, keeping in mind the special needs and circumstances of the landlocked member states. These were the major decisions of the summit. I thank you for your attention. I would be happy to take your questions if you have any. Thank you. Please.
I am from Bangladesh. I am Asad Leman from Shoma Television. From the beginning, we had this summit against terrorism. Due to Human Rights Council of United Nations saying at Rakhine, Myanmar led sexual violence and other violence like war crimes against Rohingya people. We'd like to know, did the leaders discuss about this matter in the summit?
As you know, BIMSTEC forum is not the appropriate forum for the bilateral contentious issues. The major objective of the BIMSTEC is to explore the areas of the mutual cooperation. That's why we didn't enter in that matter. Any other? Please.
Hi, sir, I'm Siddhant from Beyond India. My question is, will you call this summit as a path-breaking summit because it's given a lot of announcements, and will there be more such engagements in coming time, because we have seen only 4 such summits in the last 21 years. So the summits will happen on a regular basis, like maybe annually or biannually?
Yes, just 4 summits in 21 years, it is not so satisfactory. So we have some reviews, and all leaders have similar commitment that we should make this forum more effective, more result-oriented, and that's why the regular organizing of the summit and other reactivating the other mechanisms are crucial to activate and to make this forum effective. So we hope that now onwards the summit will be held in regular basis, and Nepal will do its best to support, to cooperate the regular organization of the meetings and summits. Please.
Okay. Do you think that the relevance of SAARC has ended now? And my second question is, what steps have been taken to elevate poverty from this?
Yeah. Thank you. Right Honourable Prime Minister, is the capacity of the then current chair of the summit, he categorically told that SAARC and BIMSTEC are not the rivalry, they negate each other. Rather, they are the complementary process. So the relevancy of the SAARC has been again come forward, and it is agreed upon in the member states that it is very influential, it is a very important regional cooperation. Nepal is trying its best as a current chair to reactivize the SARC. So there is no any question of the irrelevancy of the SARC. The second question of the poverty alleviation, we have some best practices in the region, like the Bangladesh has a very good experience on the poverty alleviation. Nepal has also done well to reduce the poverty from 40% to 22-23%, despite of the conflict, transition, and earthquake, that type of adverse situation. So we will share the experiences. We will learn from the best practices from each other and make a coordinating policies and plan of action to eradicate the poverty, because we know for the sustainable development and prosperity and peace in the region, the poverty is the biggest challenge, and we are committed to end it by 2030, as United Nations has the strong commitment. Thank you. अहिले थाइल्यान्डको आग्रहमा एडिबीले बिमस्टेक क्षेत्रमा कनेक्टिभिटीको, खास गरेर फिजिकल कनेक्टिभिटी, त्यसभित्र रोड रेलवेजहरूको कनेक्टिभिटीको सन्दर्भमा एउटा मास्टर प्लानको तयारी गरिरहेको छ। यो समिटले त्यो मास्टर प्लानलाई एट अर्लिएस्ट डेटमा कम्प्लिट गर्ने एउटा कमिटमेन्ट चाहिँ गरेको छ। त्यो मास्टर प्लान कम्प्लिट भइसकेपछि अथवा त्यो मास्टर प्लान तयार भइसकेपछि हामीले हाम्रा सबै मेम्बर स्टेटहरूका नेसनल प्लानिङहरूलाई पनि त्यससँग सिङ्क्रोनाइज गर्छौँ। त्यसो हुँदा म विश्वस्त छु, जसरी सातवटै देशका सरकार प्रमुख, राष्ट्र प्रमुखहरूले एउटा साझा प्रतिबद्धता व्यक्त गर्नुभयो कि हामी यो रिजनलाई एकदमै वेल कनेक्टेड बनाउँछौँ भनेर, त निकट भविष्यमै रोडवेजहरूबाट, रेलवेजहरूबाट, ग्रिड कनेक्टिभिटीबाट, फास्ट हाई स्पिड इन्टरनेटहरूबाट र अरू मिन्सहरूबाट यो रिजन चाहिँ वेल कनेक्टेड हुनेछ। किनभने कनेक्टिभिटी नै एउटा रिजनल, हामी एउटा रिजन हौँ, हामी बिमस्टेक बनौँ या सार्क बनौँ या आसियान बनौँ या EU बनौँ, एउटा रिजनल अर्गनाइजेसन हुने कुराको सबभन्दा पहिलो एउटा बेसिक आधार भनेकै कनेक्टिभिटी हो। तिनीहरू राम्रोसँग कनेक्टेड हुनुपर्छ। त्यसो हुँदा म विश्वस्त छु त्यो मास्टर प्लान सकिने बित्तिकै हामी त्यस सम्बन्धमा इफेक्टिभ कदमहरू चाल्नेछौँ। अब हामी छिट्टै यो वर्किङ ग्रुप, पर्मानेन्ट वर्किङ ग्रुप निर्माण गर्छौँ। त्यसले वर्कआउट सुरु गर्छ र नेक्स्ट समिटले त्यसलाई फाइनलाइज गर्नेछ। त्यस सम्बन्धमा पनि गृह कार्य चाहिँ त्यही स्थायी कार्यदलले गर्नेछ र त्यसलाई सचिवालयले आफ्ना मेम्बर स्टेटहरूसँग सेयर गर्नेछ। त्यो भोलुन्टरी कन्ट्रिब्युसन, मैले जसरी भर्खरै भने कि हरेक देशले आफ्नो क्षमता अनुसार त्यसमा फन्ड कन्ट्रिब्युट गर्नेछन्। नेपालले आफ्नो क्षमता अनुसार कन्ट्रिब्युट गर्नेछ र त्यो फन्ड मार्फत हामी विभिन्न रिसर्चहरू र केही प्राइमेरी प्रोजेक्टहरू, मोडल प्रोजेक्टहरू सुरु गर्नेछौँ। अहिले त्यस सम्बन्धमा हामीले छलफल गरेका छैनौँ। बरु छलफल के कुरामा भएको छ भन्दाखेरि अरू विभिन्न रिजनल अर्गनाइजेसन्सहरूसँग पनि हामीले चाहिँ कोअर्डिनेटिङ वेमा काम गर्नुपर्छ। त्यसो हुँदा बिमस्टेक प्लस सार्क होला, बिमस्टेक प्लस आसियान होला, बिमस्टेक प्लस SCO होला, बिमस्टेक प्लस ACD होला। हामी विभिन्न अरू रिजनल अर्गनाइजेसनहरू र मल्टिल्याटरल फोरमहरू लाइक ADB, वर्ल्ड ब्याङ्क, IMF, AIIB, उहाँहरूसँग पनि विभिन्न क्षेत्रमा चाहिँ पार्टनरसिप गर्न सक्छौँ भन्ने बारेमा नीतिगत छलफल चाहिँ भएको छ।
बुद्ध समिटको बारेमा जुन कुरा भइरहेछ, हिजो प्रधानमन्त्रीले सुरुमा चाहिँ भन्नुभयो बुद्धको भूमिमा स्वागत गर्छौँ भनेर सबै डेलिगेट्सलाई, र भारतको प्रधानमन्त्री नरेन्द्र मोदीले भारतमा अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय बुद्ध सम्मेलन आयोजना गर्ने उहाँले घोषणा गर्नुभयो। यस सम्बन्धमा सम्मेलनले के गर्यो र अर्को चाहिँ नि बिमस्टेकका खास गरेर सुरक्षा निकायहरूको बिचमा संयुक्त सैन्य अभ्यास र संयुक्त सैन्य तालिमको पनि चर्चा भएको थियो। त्यस सम्बन्धमा के भयो?
नेपालले पटक पटक अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय बौद्धिस्ट सम्मेलनहरू आयोजना गरेकै छ। यहाँहरूलाई थाहा छँदैछ नेपालले आफ्नो क्यालेन्डरमा यस्ता कार्यक्रमहरू भोलिका दिनहरूमा पनि गर्नेछ। अरू देशहरूले पनि त्यसमा गर्नुहुन्छ। बुद्धिज्मप्रति सबैको अपनत्व विकास हुन्छ, यसलाई पपुलराइज गर्नुहुन्छ भने नेपालले त्यसलाई स्वागत गर्छ। हामीले बुद्धिज्मलाई नेपाल बुद्ध जन्मेको देश हो र नेपाल बुद्ध जन्मेको मात्रै होइन, बुद्धिज्मको फाउन्टेन पनि हो, तर त्यति मुहान पनि हो, स्रोत पनि हो। यति हुँदाहुँदै पनि अरू कुनै देशहरूले त्यसलाई आयोजना गर्नुहुन्छ भने हाम्रो त्यसमा समर्थन नै रहन्छ। त्यसलाई हामीले एउटै देशमा एकदम कन्फाइन गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने होइन, यो ओल्ड एसेट हो, विश्व सम्पदा हो। त्यसो भएको हुनाले त्यसमा हाम्रो केही छैन। जहाँसम्म बिमस्टेक सैन्य अभ्यासको कुरा हो, नेपालले मैले अस्ति पनि भनेको छु, कुनै देश या कुनै स्ट्राटेजिक उद्देश्यसँग लक्षित भएर कुनै देशका विरुद्ध लक्षित हुने गरी या कुनै खास रणनीतिक उद्देश्य हासिल गर्ने गरी हुने सैन्य गठबन्धनमा सहभागी हुँदैन। तर विभिन्न देशहरूको बिचमा, सैनिकहरूका बिचमा एक आपसमा सैनिक मैत्रीपूर्ण सैन्य अभ्यासहरू हुने, सैनिकहरूको बिचमा अनुभवहरूको आदान प्रदान हुने कुरालाई त्यसलाई अन्यथा लिनु हुँदैन। यो कुनै खास देशसँग त्यसका विरुद्ध लक्षित छ भन्ने हामीलाई लाग्दैन। टेरोरिज्मको विरुद्ध हामी सबैको एउटा साझा कमिटमेन्ट छ। त्यो चाहिँ युएनको पनि कमिटमेन्ट हो, त्यो समेत असंलग्न आन्दोलनको पनि कमिटमेन्ट हो र हामी सबैको साझा कमिटमेन्ट हो भन्ने मलाई लाग्छ। I think it is 167 and out of them 66 are the priority areas. Please check the numbers. I may be wrong, but so far I know कि 167 क्षेत्र र त्यसमध्ये प्रायोरिटी क्षेत्र 6वटा छन्। नेपालमा सायद 17वटा र त्यसमध्येका 6वटा प्राथमिकता प्राप्त क्षेत्रहरू छन्। त्यो मास्टर प्लान फाइनल हुँदाखेरि ती सबै कुराहरू फाइनल हुनेछन्। नम्बरहरूलाई चेक गर्नु होला है कहिलेकाहीँ। म लागतको बारेमा भने म अपडेट भएन है, सरी। मास्टर प्लान कम्प्लिट भएपछि नै फाइनल होला। त्यो टेन्टेटिभ हुन सक्ला, त्यसलाई चेक गर्नु होला प्लिज। ओझेलमा पर्या छैन। मैले अघि पनि भने माउन्टेन इकोनोमीमा खास गरेर हामीले 3टा कुरालाई जोड दिएका छौँ। एउटा माउन्टेन इकोसिस्टमको, माउन्टेन पर्वतीय पर्यावरणको संरक्षण, खास गरेर तिनीहरूको जैविक विविधताको र त्यहाँ दिगो विकासको कुरा एउटा, र दोस्रो चाहिँ जुन सबभन्दा एडभर्स इफेक्ट छ क्लाइमेट चेन्जको माउन्टेन क्षेत्रमा, ग्लेसियरहरू विस्फोट हुने, हिउँहरू पग्लिँदै जाने र त्यहाँका जनताहरूले एकदम प्रतिकूल अवस्थाको सामना गर्नुपर्ने, त्यो स्थितिलाई विभिन्न ढङ्गले सब्सिडिजहरू दिएर पर्यावरणको जगेर्नाका निम्ति भूमिकाहरू खेलेर हामीले चाहिँ अगाडि बढाउनुपर्छ भन्ने कुरामा साझा कमिटमेन्ट छ। र त्यस पछाडि चाहिँ ल्यान्डलक्ड कन्ट्रीहरू र एलडिसीहरू के अरे एलडिसीहरूलाई विशेष फोकसमा राखेर चाहिँ हाम्रो पोलिसीहरू बन्नुपर्छ भन्ने बारेमा हाम्रो डिक्लेरेसनमा पनि त्यो कुरा उल्लेख गरिएको छ। हजुर, सम्भवतः 18 बुँदा होला सम्भवतः। छिटै हाम्रो वेबसाइटमा पनि आउँछ, सर्कुलेट पनि हुन्छ, त्यसलाई चेक गर्नु होला। हजुर, फ्री ट्रेडको बारेमा अब 2004 मा यस सम्बन्धी अध्ययन गर्ने ग्रुप बन्यो, तर विभिन्न कारणले ढिलो भएको छ। 4 बाट सुरु भएर अहिले 14 वर्ष बित्दा समेत पनि फ्रेमवर्क एग्रिमेन्ट पनि भयो, तर त्यसका जुन सब्स्टिट्युट विषयहरू छन् त्यससँग जोडिएका अरू सन्धिहरू पनि गर्नुपर्ने छ। त्यस सम्बन्धी नेगोसिएसन चाहिँ सकिएको छैन। अब सिद्धान्त त सबै देशहरूले एग्रिड अपन नै गरेको देखिन्छ। त्यसो भएर अब यसलाई कङ्क्रिट फर्ममा ल्याउनुपर्छ र त्यसमा चाहिँ सेक्रेटेरिएटले लिड रोल गरोस् भन्ने छ। र एउटा मिटिङ चाहिँ हामीले यही सेप्टेम्बरमा चाहिँ तय गरेका छौँ। मलाई लाग्छ अब
फाइनल क्वेसन मोदीजीले हिजो केही प्रस्तावहरू राख्नु भएको थियो, अनुमोदनको लागि भनेर केही भयो सहमति
ती प्रस्तावहरूको बारेमा हाम्रो वर्किङ ग्रुपले पनि र सेक्रेटरीले पनि छलफल गर्नेछ। सदाशयुक्त छन् ती छलफलहरू। तर हामीले जसरी उद्घाटन सत्रमै पनि भन्यौँ, अस्ति मिनिस्ट्रियल मिटिङमा पनि भन्यौँ, अब सहयोगका क्षेत्रहरूको लिस्ट लामो बनाउने भन्दा पनि हामी यिनीहरूलाई कङ्क्रिटाइज गर्न चाहन्छौँ। किनभने अब 14+2 त्यसै 16वटा छ। अब थप्दै लिस्टहरू लामो बनाउनु भन्दा बेसी फोकस लाइक कनेक्टिभिटी, लाइक ट्रेड एन्ड इन्भेस्टमेन्ट, लाइक इन्भाइरोमेन्ट, लाइक पोभर्टी एलिभेसन, यी कुराहरूमा बढी फोकस गरौँ भन्ने नै बेसिकल्ली चाहिँ समिटको एउटा चाहिँ साझा कन्क्लुजन छ। हस् हजुर सबैसँग भयो। अहिलेसम्म हामीले 4वटा गऱ्यौँ। सबभन्दा पहिले हामीले बङ्गलादेशसँग गऱ्यौँ, हिजो बिहान महामहिम शेख हसिनासँग, त्यसपछि फलोड बाई भुटान, त्यस पछाडि म्यानमार र आज बिहान चाहिँ थाइल्यान्डसँग गऱ्यौँ। अपराह्न हामीले भारतीय प्रधानमन्त्री नरेन्द्र मोदीजीसँग गर्दैछौँ र त्यस पछाडि भोलि श्रीलङ्काका महामहिम राष्ट्रपतिजीसँग द्विपक्षीय हितका विभिन्न क्षेत्रहरूमा कुराकानीहरू भएको छ। आज हामीले केही सम्झौताहरूमा पनि हस्ताक्षर गर्दैछौँ, लाइक रेलवे को MOU लगायत, र श्रीलङ्कासँग पनि केही बायोलेटरल एग्रिमेन्टहरू हुँदैछन्। थाइल्यान्डले हामीलाई भूकम्पको बेलामा दिने भनिएको र त्यति बेला विभिन्न कारणले हस्तान्तरण गर्न नसकिएको 17 करोड वर्थको मेडिकल इक्विपमेन्ट र मेडिसिनहरू हस्तान्तरण गरेको छ। उहाँहरूलाई हाम्रो धन्यवाद छ। अरू विभिन्न देशहरूसँग पनि विभिन्न क्षेत्रमा सहयोग आदान प्रदानका कुराकानीहरू भएको छ। तपाईँलाई हामीले उहाँहरूलाई के भनेका छौँ भने हाम्रा केही इस्युहरू छन् तपाईँहरूसँग कुराकानी गर्नुपर्ने। हामीलाई थाहा छ तपाईँहरू केयरटेकर सरकार हो। हामी नयाँ सरकार, निर्वाचनपछि बन्ने नयाँ सरकारलाई वेट गरिरहेका छौँ। ती पेन्डिङ इस्युहरूको बारेमा नयाँ सरकारसँग हामीले कुराकानी गर्नेछ, हाम्रा एजेन्डाहरू छन् है भनेर उहाँहरूले भनेका छन्। प्लिज, दिस इज द फाइनल क्वेसन, प्लिज। I don't think that India is opposed to the SAARC process. They have some questions or reservations, but world is witnessing a fast dynamism and changing in every spheres of the issues and every part of the world, and we do believe that sooner or later those reservations, misunderstanding will be resolved in the positive manner, and SAARC is a common commitment of the 8 member states of the South Asia. It will be revitalized, and we are waiting the good day that SAARC will be revitalized and it will work as a common platform to address the aspirations of the 1.7 billion people of the South Asia. Thank you. Thank you very much. With these words, I conclude this media briefing. Thank you.